Hello and welcome to another episode of the Woolly Mastadon Creates podcast, episode 9. Today is June 19th, a beautiful day in the Copper Country, although I have all my windows closed because there is all sorts of noise out back today. But that's fine. We're moving on and carrying forward anyway because I wanted to share some things with you. My name is Tori or Victoria. You can find me on the internet under both those names. I am most active on Instagram as Victoria Schwanke, on Ravelry as lilwestie, Lilwestie. I have a blog, woolymastadon.wordpress.com. Most things you can find on there as well. I always post on there, so find me there. And let's think. I am on Facebook. I have a Woolly Mastadon Facebook page, although typically if you're following the blog, you're not missing anything on the Facebook page. That's more to catch my family and stuff who are watching. Hi. And I'm trying to think what else here. Yeah, I think that's about it. So without further ado, let's just move into the episode today. I think it's going to be a shorter one because I don't have a whole lot of projects to share with you this week, but I have a couple, and I do have a mostly finished object to share. So we're going to get into that right away. So with that, let's get into my works in progress. Nothing new to see here really. I have a object that's missing some stitches. Now let me save them quick. It's the thing about 9-inch circular needles. It likes to let the stitches fall if I'm not careful. But I think I just saved those. So yes, nothing new to see here, but these are my 9-inch circular socks, round 2. Pause for effect. Somebody's pounding on the door outside and it's not mine. But anyway, we'll edit that out maybe. That was weird. If there's a lot of noise, I live right on a highway. Granted, it's not a big, extreme highway. I live in the UP. We don't have huge highways. But I live on a highway, and right behind our apartment is a brewing company that is very active, and a welding place. So today, everybody is out. There's roadwork on the highway. There's deliveries at both buildings, and there is no quiet place at all. So I'm sorry in advance for any white noise because it's been a day, but today we are moving forward anyway. But anyway, these are my 9-inch circular socks. I am actually on the second sock. This is the second sock that I am working on right now. This is knit on a 9-inch circular needle, size 0 or a 2mm, so really small. And the yarn is Red Heart, Heart and Soul in the Lake House colorway. So it's this pretty purples and browns and tans and blues. It's pretty. I love it. So this is the second sock. I actually started this on our trip for this last weekend. The first one is done. I think was it done last time? I don't remember, but the first one is done. Well, done. I need to put in a heel, and unfortunately I didn't have waste yarn, so putting in the heel on this one, I did have waste yarn, but it was the same color as everything else, so putting in the heel on this one is going to be a struggle. But that is okay. I have started the second one. I started it this weekend on a road trip, and I got this far, which isn't bad. I was knitting it mostly in the car and then visiting because we were doing a lot of chatting, and this is something I could work on. But yep, nothing new to see here. Hopefully next time we chat I will have a finished pair of socks, and because then I can start some other socks. So that is that. Still living in my Knit Picks kitten bag because this thing is adorable and I won't stop using it. But that is my first work in progress. My second work in progress is a newer one to everyone here. It is the Tegna sweater by Caitlin Hunter. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Excuse me while I bend over. There's all kinds of noises in this apartment. Ugh, let's see if it gets a lot of glare. I just wanted to show. It is this sweater, this beautiful, beautiful sweater. It's supposed to be a cropped t-shirt style sweater. I am not knitting it cropped. I am going to knit it a little longer because I am not comfortable in cropped things. I like to cover my stomach, but that's just me. But I had started this as a knit along with Dana of Starhound Emporium, correct? Yes. And she had messaged me shortly after the last podcast episode and said, "You want to knit this along with me?" And I said, "Sure, I might actually finish it this way." So I full steam ahead, I wound the yarn and I cast on, and then I kind of got caught by work and life and vacations and trips and yeah. But I am in the lace portion of it right now. This is the base. It's a bottom-up sweater. Once I get past this lace portion, it's just stocking it all the way up. And my goal initially was for this past weekend to get through the lace part so that I could just knit stockinette while we were visiting on this and get farther on this, but that did not happen. But the stats on this before I go any farther, this is knit on a US 6 4.0 millimeter needle. I know you need a smaller needle for some things, I believe, and I will just go down to a 5. It is knit out of, is this a Stroll hand paint? Yeah, Knit Picks Stroll hand paint in a Sunday afternoon colorway. It's this beautiful yellow with almost light blues and grays. It's almost like just a sunny day with a little bit of cloud, and it's perfect. I've been really into yellow, as you can see lately, so I figured a sweater in yellow couldn't hurt anyone. So I'm working on that, and I'm really enjoying it. I had to cast on like 400 something stitches, so that was a struggle, but otherwise I've really been enjoying it. The lace is simple, it's addictive, you just want to keep knitting it, and I'm almost to the point where it'll be stockinette, in which case I can just knit on this and run. I am alternating every row with 2 skeins of yarn. They're super tangled because they just got shoved in the bag, but I am alternating, so there is that, but that hasn't been too bad. So I've been really enjoying that, and I'm really looking forward to having the finished product. But the knit has been really fun. It's not one of those product knits. It's definitely a process knit, at least at this point. I don't know if I'll be saying that next time when I'm in the stockinette part. But that's my only other work in progress. That's it. I only have 2 right now. I mean, I occasionally work on other things, but it's just the 2. So, you know, kind of been slowing down for the summer a little bit. I want to get back into it though, because I feel like, although to be fair, I have been working on 2 projects just so I could get more done. But I'd kind of like to start a few more just because I want more variety. So we'll see where that takes me. I do have one finished object-ish. I finished knitting my Good Vibes shawl by Nadia. I can't pronounce the rest. It'll be in the show notes on the blog. But I finished my Good Vibes shawl. I haven't blocked it yet. So the ends are woven in. I just don't cut them until I have blocked it so that nothing comes out, so you can see ends hanging on here. But this is what it looks like. I did play Yarn Chicken, and I mean, I'm so used to playing Yarn Chicken, even though I had enough yardage, that I technically lost and that I had to cut some rows, but I knew I was going to have the problem. So I planned out in advance what I was going to do, and instead of doing a stripe every other row, I used more of the honey colorway. As you can see, there's no stripe there, it's just in honey, and then I just kind of varied it a little bit just so that I could actually have enough of the blue to bind off in. And I don't have the balls here, but I had like maybe a ball this big of each color, just so I made it, but barely. But I really like it. It's bright. I finally got to use this yarn. This is Knit Picks Gloss. It's Deep Stash for me in Kanai, which is this blue, and then Honey, which is this golden color. And I think this will be beautiful. I need to block it because I want to wear it. Hopefully I got that relatively in frame. Battery just died. But I was talking about this, and I made the Yarn Chicken. I just barely got there, but I think it's going to be really pretty. I need to block it, and then it'll be beautiful. So I'm looking forward to having this. It's done. It's just not blocked. And I knit this on US 6, again, 4mm needles. So that is this lovely shawl here. Good Vibes. So fun to knit. 100% would recommend. It's awesome. otherwise than that, I don't have any other finished objects. I'm looking at my notes here and trying to see, but yeah, I don't have any other finished objects. So we'll just go on to upcoming cast-ons. Upcoming cast-on, since I finally cast on a sweater. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. You pushed me to finally do it. But once I finally cast on that sweater, now my must knits for the summer are a little less. I still need to cast on a hat for Dad, and I probably will do that soon, just because I want a little more variety in what I'm working on. And I need to cast on a pair of socks for Justin and a pair of socks for my dad. So my husband and my dad. But those are kind of my only must cast ons. I would like to cast on another shawl, but I am not sure what. I've also, if you haven't seen, Susan B. Anderson released I think it's called Oliver Pig pattern, and it's the most adorable, sweet pattern, and I purchased it immediately, and I want to knit it just for fun. So I probably would knit that too. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do it anytime soon, but it was super cute, so I had to. It's adorable. But otherwise, those are what's coming, what should be coming on the needles. But that's about it. So I think we'll move on to stash enhancements. I actually have some. Shock of shocks. This last weekend we went to Escanaba to visit my family, and it was absolutely fun. And the one morning we had some time to kill, so we went to Hobby Lobby. Oh, I love it. I rarely get to go there. So I treated myself to some goodies, and my family treated me to some goodies. Thank you, everyone who treated me to goodies. I love it so much. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much, I should say, because you guys are awesome. But yeah, I got some goodies. So I got some yarn. We'll start off with that. We were looking at this. I knew Hobby Lobby sells Patton's Croy, and it was on sale, so I definitely took a gander to see what they had. And every time we go to Hobby Lobby or stores that sell Patton's Croy, they have this almost camo looking sock yarn. I look at it every time and I go, I should knit my dad a pair of socks. And since I have knit Justin, my husband, some socks out of the same yarn and made it work, and there was enough yarn here to knit socks as long as I supplemented a different yarn for heels, cuffs, and toes, I decided to go for it. So this is Patton's Croy in the Woodsy colorway, and it looks like camo. My dad loves camo yarn, camouflage, and so I'm hoping this will knit up in kind of like a cool pooling striping pattern. I'm not sure how it'll knit up, but when I told my dad I bought this, he was very excited, so I have to knit him socks now. And then I decided to try this. I got Patton's Croy socks in the flax colorway. I'm leaning towards using this for heels, toes, and cuffs, but I'm not sure yet. I almost wonder if I should get a darker yarn, but for now, if this is all I have, this will work just fine, because these will be fun socks for him anyway. But that was some sock yarn. And then I'm about 6 months behind on my knitting podcast watching, so I don't remember what episode it was, but Kristen of the Wool and Vine Yarn podcast and the Diary Behind Wool and Vine Yarns, she was talking about in her podcast about knitting with Patton's Croy socks in the blue stripe rag colorway, and I thought it was really cool. Normally I'm not drawn to this more of a traditional colorway, but I thought it was pretty, and I was like, well, it maybe even would work for socks if I were to give them to a gift for a guy. So I decided to pick up 2 skeins of that. So I got that as well. Pretty traditional color, and I really like it. It looks pretty cool. So that was the yarn I got. Patton's Croy haul all the way. The other couple things I got are knitted related, so I'm going to put them in the stash enhancement. The one I'm quite excited about is this cute alpaca yarn bowl. It is so cute. It's got the little dip in here to hold your yarn. Since I have been caking my yarn on the skein winder, I don't pull from the center because the ball will just explode on me and it'd be a mess. So I pull from the outside, and the balls go everywhere. So I finally got a ball, or a yarn bowl, and I've looked at the traditional ones, and I don't know, I never bought one because I was like, they didn't really speak to me, but I saw this one. I know it's gaudy and crazy, but I love it, and so this is my yarn bowl now, so I'm excited. I also, on the alpaca theme, I got a little Notions pouch with alpacas or llamas or whatever they are on it. Super cute. Perfect size to keep all my stuff. And then I got some Notions. I've been really enjoying the like little bulb safety pin style. I don't know if it'll zoom in on it or not. Safety pin style stitch marker. And so they had a big pack of them, the Yarnology brand. I just bought one of the packs. It's got, what, 175 pins in it. Because on that Tenya, tell me if I'm pronouncing this right or wrong, or how to pronounce it. But on that sweater, I used the bulk of my basic stitch markers. So I figured it was probably a good idea to invest in a big pack of those. I also got a cute little just Notions tin. It's like Altoids mini size but with the sliding lid. And I just got that. I don't have anything in it yet, but it's in this really cute chevron pattern. What else did I get? Oh yeah, I love enamel pins, even though I've got a few over on my bulletin board. But I saw these and I thought they were absolutely adorable. So I got those. I'm going to put those on my knitting projects bags, I think. Yarn Life, Yarn Enthusiast, but I thought those were cute. And then the last few things I did is I hit up the jewelry section. It's really hard to not buy stuff, but they had some things on clearance. So I got this cute fairy tale it's just a little critter hanging on a swing. Super cute. I'm probably going to use this for a necklace pendant. Hopefully that zoomed in for you, but it's really cute. And then I also got, they had like a little forest creatures pin set. Again, super cute. I hope it zooms in for you because they're absolutely adorable. But they were both from the Fairy Tale brand from Hobby Lobby, and they were super cute. But that's my stash enhancements, more than I normally have. So that was exciting because I normally don't have much to show you guys when it comes to stash enhancements. I think with that, I'm actually going to move right into non-knit loves. I'm looking at my note here just to see if I forgot anything. Non-knit loves this month are a little different. We're just going to start with some basics. I've been hitting up the Dollar Tree lately. They have all kinds of good baskets for storage and organization. And I've just been buying these to organize. We organized our spice cabinet. I've got baskets that fit. We have a tiny one-bedroom apartment. So I've got baskets that fit perfectly under like our comfy chair so I can stash stuff so it's not out on surfaces. And so like my stuff's just chilling in these baskets. So that's been a big one. I really like them and they're in bright colors. Another thing I've been kind of enjoying and messing around with, which I'm not going to go into in depth with, but I've gotten back into printing out, is this A4 or A5 pages for like a printed out binder, and then you make your own planner. I'm trying to get back into that because planners are expensive. And if you can buy things to supplement and make your own planner, because I'm terrible at using one all the time, I'll have a couple months where I'll use it every day. Or I'll have a month where I use it every day. And then I just stop using it for months. So it does not pay to shell out for a nice planner. It doesn't. Not for me. I don't use it enough. So I had purchased this a couple of years ago. It's just a cute mini 3-ring binder. And I had set it up. I already even had the tabbed pages and everything. Like I was ready to go. So I don't really have to purchase much. I just have to print out some free printable calendars and I'm good to go. So that's been something I've been into. The only other thing I wanted to mention was I was super excited, and a lot of you, this is old news, but where we live, we don't have a lot of stores. So when we went to Escanaba, we checked out Meijer's again, or Meijer, and I was just throwing it out there. I thought it was awesome that the women's clothes is all one section. Everybody's sick of me talking about it, but it just makes you feel good. I didn't have to go find a plus size section. I could shop in the section with everybody else and I could get the same style that everybody else could because the sizes were from small all the way up to the large plus size. Just saying, thanks Meijer. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Because that was like a really cool shopping experience. So just saying. It makes you feel good because I'm used to going and trying to find the plus size section and not finding anything. So it was nice. It was nice. Good job to you guys. But with that, short episode this week. Short episode. I'm moving on to life lately, and right as I move on, I just realized a lot of the ambient noise just disappeared, so oh well. They could tell I was going to wrap it up soon. But it was our 1-year wedding anniversary 2 weekends ago already. That's crazy. It doesn't feel like it's been a year. I mean, I guess it has, but it doesn't. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. So that was really cool. We went to Copper Harbor. We kind of made a weekend out of it because I requested, it was 2 Sundays ago, I had requested just the Sunday off and my boss gave me the weekend. So Friday night, Justin took me out to dinner, and then Saturday he made a surprise and took me up to Copper Harbor so we could stick our feet in Lake Superior and enjoy the sunshine. I may have a little video footage. I don't remember if I took any. If I do, I'll put it in while I'm talking about what happened these past couple weekends. But it was fun. It was fun. We got to go exploring, and he knows I love being outside, so we went outside and we ate lots of good food. And on Sunday we went to Barriga Drive-In, which is about a 45-minute drive, but they actually have an outdoor traditional drive-in, so that was fun. But yeah, then this last weekend we went to visit my family because my uncle was having a 40th anniversary in the ministry, so we got to go and visit family and just hang out and celebrate, and it was so much fun because I haven't seen a lot of that family since our wedding. So much needed, so much fun. It was the best. We have to do this again because it was the best more often. We don't visit family enough, so we need to visit family enough because it was so much fun. I didn't want to leave. Going back to work on Monday was a struggle, but it was so worth it. So definitely so much fun. Love my family. Which kind of was going to put my last, I'm just trying to put in here, I kind of wanted to do one last ramble. And it was just, Justin and I have been talking a lot about work-life balance. I don't have it. I throw my life into work. I just throw myself into work. And I don't balance it with family and life. And then every time that I go visit friends or we go visit family, whether it's his side or mine, I don't want to leave because I'm just so enjoying it so much. And it makes me realize sometimes I know I'm not really in the right line of work for me. But, you know, it's bookkeeping. I enjoy the bookkeeping part. So, you know, you just do it. But it definitely makes you refocus and remember it's important to take breaks. It's important to go visit family. It's important to have your hobbies because those are the things that are going to keep you going. So we were just discussing that and trying to get better at that. So all those goals I did in January, half of them are gone already. But if anything, if I do anything for the last 6 months of the year, it needs to be prioritizing what's important and not letting myself worry about work, but more importantly, focus on family. Focus on friends, focus on just keeping balance. And I think that was a good thing to remember. It was a good discussion to have. And even just in that sense, having side projects. I've had a bunch of side projects lately, and it's been great. I've been doing graphic design for a couple things and getting back into that. And just for a floral designer, it's been so much fun. And you know, you just gotta focus. So I think hopefully with that focus, I'll have more projects to show you, maybe more varied things to show you, hopefully more photography. We'll see. I always get in this mode and I'm like gung-ho about it. And then I get trenched into work and all bets are off. But I think that's a good thing to focus on. But I think that's been a lot of rambling, a lot of chatting. Shorter episode this month, but that's okay. It'll be a little shorter time between this one and our next episode, but that's fine. Hopefully I'll be more productive and have more to show even with a smaller timeline. But with that, remember, I'm most active on Instagram, Victoria Schwanke, because it won't let me change my name to what I want to, so I just left it. And blog, Mastadon.wordpress.com. I am active on Ravelry, so check me out there as lilwestie. Just all those places. Take a look, find me there. I am posting. I try to keep things up to date in between the podcasts. And hopefully soon I'll have more content to share with you soon. So, with that, happy summer. It's finally here-ish. And I will see you next time. Bye!